Welcome to Laserdisc and Chill. In the past, we've taken a look at Revenge of the Sith and The Phantom Menace, so today is a day that will complete the prequel trilogy. Sadly, Attack of the Clones never came out on Laserdisc, but there's enough other stuff to compare. I remember back in 2002, I was quite disappointed by Attack of the Clones. I was a big fan of The Phantom Menace, I still am, a huge supporter of the flawed movie, but the Attack of the Clones left a sour taste in my mouth. I even started a blog, which I still maintain to this day, julian.be. I even started a blog in 2002 to talk about how awful Attack of the Clones was. So, what is it? 22 years ago, the very first blog post was how Attack of the Clones disappointed me. Well, I have to say, today I've warmed up to the movie. I think it's much better than I originally said or thought. Sure, it's still flawed, it is, make no mistake, but especially in light of the later movies, the horrible Rise of Skywalker, I think it's safe to say that even if you fail, and George Lucas did fail on certain levels, but even if you fail, it's always more interesting to fail while attempting something new than play it safe and win. So give me an interesting fail any day over a safe win. So yeah, Attack of the Clones still has some very interesting, cool things. There's lots of real backdrops. They filmed in Italy, and I think in... Where did they film? Italy and Poland? Certainly in Italy. A friend of mine just sent me a few pics of the few of the gorgeous backdrops where they filmed. Across the Stars is a beautiful love theme, one of John Williams' best. And Hayden Christensen, I remember at the time being, well, a little turned off by it, but he's really not that bad. I mean, the part asks for a whiny, sulking teenager. He's written as a smitten 17, 18-year-old, and he's tasked with a difficult task to protect the former queen. So how would you play an annoying 18-year-old? Just as Hayden Christensen did. That's what you would do if you were a thespian or an actor. So it's really quite unfair and unjust to bash Hayden Christensen when he's just doing what the part wants him to do. So yeah, I'm glad that in my older age, I'm very old, I'm glad that I came around and found the good things about Attack of the Clones, because it's really, really not as bad as I thought in 2002. Hey, I guess that's growing up. So, what do we have? The VHS tape, which I didn't buy at the time because I didn't like the movie, found it last year in a thrift store for $3.50, which is actually a lot expensive for a tape. $3.50. A tape should be like $1. Tapes are never expensive except when it's I don't know, Lucio Fulci or something. But Attack of the Clones is a million seller tape. So yeah. Well, anyway, got it last year for the purpose of an eventual comparison video. I didn't buy the DVD at the time because I didn't like the movie. This was just a thrift store copy for €1. And of course, as always with Star Wars, the special features are beyond amazing. There's not I'll still favor the beginning, the hour-long documentary on the Phantom Menace. That's the high point of making or behind the scenes of Star Wars. But this one has a very interesting, what's the name? Films are not released, they escape. How Ben Burtt designed the sound. I also love the name of the documentary. Films are not released, they escape. And there's also the full-length documentary State of the Art, the pre-visualization of Episode 2. And of course, Episode 2, let's not forget, this was the very first movie ever to be completely, entirely filmed in HD. And I think that was just 1080p. So a 4K copy of the movie will always be an upscale or an upconvert. The maximum capacity, the maximum is full HD. That's how it was filmed. That's the native resolution. And then we have the Blu-ray, which of course should be like a one-on-one copy of the original file, because yeah, Blu-ray is full HD. As stated before, I don't have the Skywalker Saga box set. I only have Star Wars 1977, Solo, Rogue One, and The Last Jedi on 4K. But my good friend Maarten Borms, again to the rescue, he has provided me with a clip of Attack of the Clones in 4K Ultra HD. Yeah, no Laserdisc. Phantom Menace was the very last Star Wars Laserdisc that ever came out. Oh no, wait. I'm wrong. The original trilogy came out once more, only in Japan, and that was after the Phantom Menace. That was a re-release of the special edition trilogy box set, and it even included a short sneak peek at episode 2. And I remember my good friend Willem, he got the VHS box set of that edition, so we were very excited to see 10 minutes of episode 2. I think, yeah, that was released around mid-2000, so after the Phantom Menace on Laserdisc. But yeah, no Laserdiscs for Attack of the Clones or Revenge of the Sith. Would have been very cool to have them in our cupboards, closets, but sadly we'll have to make do with just 4 Star Wars movies on Laserdisc. And the Ewok movies, if you count those. And I don't have them on Laserdisc, so if you're ever selling them, do give me a call or a message. Anyway, on to Attack of the Clones comparison. Yay!
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Not like here. Here everything is soft and smooth. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Not like here. Here everything is soft and smooth. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Not like here. Here everything is soft and smooth. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Not like here. Here everything is soft and smooth. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Not like here. Here everything is soft and smooth. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Not like here. Here everything is soft and smooth. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Not like here. Here everything is soft and smooth.
I have to say the DVD looks very good to my eyes. Blu-ray as well. The 4K is a tad too dark for my liking. Now I know that there was a YouTube comment on my previous Phantom Menace video of a guy stating, well, of course your 4K capture is not in HDR, high dynamic range, so it'll never be a true or a proper comparison. That's true. But I have to stress that Maarten Borms did provide the footage in HDR. So the only down conversion that you'll see is what YouTube does with my video. Because of course YouTube has its own conversion process. So I did compare the 4K HDR version of Attack of the Clones and the Phantom Menace. But yeah, what you guys will see on your screen is not true HDR. So true, the 4K image has to be taken with a grain of salt, but still, it's a little too dark for me. I mean, I saw it with my own eyes on my 4K screen in HDR, and it's too dark. So as far as Attack of the Clones goes, I would prefer the DVD or the Blu-ray. Until we meet again, keep spinning those discs.